Hello and welcome to, of course, another lovely example of one of our absolute favourite cars out of our prestige collection, and certainly a vehicle which continues to be as popular as ever, and for good reason. If you're not as familiar with the Jaguar XF, there is so much to love, especially for their prices. What were £40,000-50,000 cars when new are now a lot more affordable than that, and very few vehicles can so succinctly combine the affordable and the prestige from our name into one platform. Now, speaking of that platform, this of course is a facelift model XF from 2012 in particular, and it's the most in-demand trim of a portfolio, so even higher spec, more ease of life accessories, and for full information, it has the most economical engine you can find in one of these XFs, which is the 2.2 litre diesel. Now, this particular car is under £8,000, and for that, its mileage is fantastic. Its spec is possibly one of the most perfect of indigo with ivory. You can't go wrong with that colour scheme. It looks classy, elegant from the outside, beautiful interior. Of course, one of the best, if not the best, interior design of any executive car of its time, and it still holds up very well to this day. And of course, as you would hope for, an excellent service history behind it. Now, first of all, speaking to its mileage, it's covered 70,000 miles. That means it's literally 23,000 less than the average for one of these on the market, and it's not uncommon at all to see an XF in 2.2 litre form, 3 litre form, even beyond, with well over 100,000 miles, especially as long-distance commuter cars, because that really is where these cars come into their element. That, or a daily driver, a family car, a holiday car, they really can do it all. Where the most impressive thing really comes in, though, is their economy, because these are legitimately executive Jaguars which can rival a small city runabout in terms of fuel economy, miles per gallon, of course, range, yearly road tax, and even their overall price. Again, for under £8,000, it's a huge amount of car for the money, even without being fantastic for fuel. But they are as well. That 2.2 litre engine, in addition to 330 foot-pounds of torque, which is very good low-end pulling power, can average up to 52 miles to the gallon, and on the motorway, almost 60, which only a few years ago you would never think of a Jaguar as having that kind of efficiency and economy. And because of that efficiency, even its yearly road tax is only £210 a year. And for reference, some other cars, luxury vehicles, 4x4s certainly, and executive cars in some cases, are over £700 a year. Not just diesels, but even some petrols as well. So that's a huge immediate saving, and certainly an ongoing saving to bear in mind every year. Speaking of savings, in addition to being a fantastic price to begin with, it's also available, as most of our cars are, with low deposit finance, if that's the option you would like to take. And of course, to go back to that history, it has a full service history behind it, its original book pack and 2 keys intact, and being that portfolio, you have heated and cooling seats, of course a fantastic Bowers & Wilkins sound system, cruise control, parking sensors, of course the list goes on, and that is in addition to already having a lovely ride, great looks, fantastic road presence. These are very good looking cars, and of course plenty of space, both for passengers and for luggage. Overall then, it really is not difficult to see why people adore these cars so much, and why it's not uncommon to see one of these fly out of our doors within 24 to 48 hours of arriving. This one will not stick around for long, especially again in indigo with ivory and those excellent history and specs behind it. So of course, if you would like to reach out regarding this car, you could send us an email via the address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871 155, or alternately on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.